Beast Files, the slowest, yet deadliest animal in history. The sloth. We see it as a symbol of laziness, a creature of pure, unhurried calm. It has found a place for itself in our culture as the embodiment of taking it easy, a harmless, slow-motion quirk of the natural world. It has become our charming, unwavering ally in the fight against a fast-paced world. But what if that blueprint for slowness, that very same evolutionary design, once belonged to one of the most dominant and formidable giants to ever walk the earth? Where did this incredible paradox come from? And how did it shape the world we now inhabit? Today, science allows us to better understand our connection with a past we thought we knew. By digging into the fossil record, we can resurrect the story of a lost titan. The most recent discoveries have been truly remarkable. Before the age of mammoths in the north, before the reign of the saber-toothed cats became legend, another dynasty ruled the southern continent. For millions of years, the ground sloth didn't just exist, it dominated. And its king was Megatherium, literally, the great beast. This was a creature built on a scale that defies imagination. Standing over 4 meters tall on its hind legs and weighing up to 4 tons, it was a living mountain of muscle and bone. Its claws, the length of kitchen knives, were not for climbing. They were instruments of power. Like its modern cousins, its pace was agonizingly slow. Yet this was not a weakness. It was the foundation of its power. It moved through its world with the calm assurance of a creature that knew nothing could challenge it. This was not a gentle giant. Its very existence was a paradox that shaped its world. To understand its dominance, we need to look under the skin. Megatherium's skeleton was a masterpiece of robust construction. Its bones were incredibly dense, providing immense strength and acting as natural armor. Its massive pelvis allowed it to easily stand upright on its hind legs, using its powerful tail as a third leg for balance, a giant, furry tripod. This posture allowed it to reach high into trees, but it also served as an unforgettable warning. When standing, Megatherium was a defensive behemoth. Its front limbs, armed with those colossal claws, could deliver blows with incredible force. Scientists estimate a single swipe could easily disembowel a saber-toothed cat. The key to its deadliness wasn't speed, but inevitability. A Megatherium defending itself was like a slow-motion wrecking ball. Predators learned that attacking it was suicide. Its power was so absolute, it rarely needed to be used. Its famous slowness wasn't a flaw, it was an evolutionary superpower. A slow metabolism meant it needed less food and conserved energy. This allowed it to grow to an enormous size, making it too big to fail. Or at least, too big to be attacked. It was a living fortress, an herbivore with the defensive capabilities of an apex predator. It was the immovable object that predators simply learned to walk around. For millions of years, this strategy worked perfectly. But after millions of years of unchallenged reign, a new creature entered its world. A creature unlike any it had ever faced before. Us, humans. Imagine being one of the first people to arrive in the Americas. You've hunted mammoths, you've avoided saber-toothed cats. You think you know what a monster is. And then you see it. A living mountain that moves. It isn't fast, but its sheer presence is terrifying. Its power is obvious. This creature would have embedded itself in our ancestors' nightmares and legends. It was the ultimate test in a new world. But this new predator didn't arrive in a stable world. The planet itself was turning against the giant. As the Ice Age ended, the world warmed rapidly. The woodlands and forests the Megatherium depended on for food began to shrink, replaced by open grasslands. Its world was literally disappearing from under its giant feet. The new human hunters were intelligent and cooperative. They had projectile weapons. They understood that you don't fight a mountain head-on. They could harass the beast from a safe distance, inflicting wounds with spears until the giant, weakened by a changing environment, finally collapsed. The sloth's primary defense, its immense power in close quarters, was rendered useless. It was a deadly combination. A changing climate weakened the giant sloth populations, and the arrival of hyper-effective human hunters delivered the final blow. After millions of years of dominance, the reign of the slow-motion titan was over. Today, all that remains of these magnificent giants are their fossilized bones and their tiny, tree-dwelling cousins. It's almost impossible to look at a modern sloth and see the ghost of an elephant-sized behemoth, a creature that could stand its ground against the fiercest predators of the Ice Age. But the legacy is there, in their slow, deliberate movements, in their specialized, low-energy lifestyle. The modern sloth is a master of survival through conservation. It's the same evolutionary strategy, just adapted for a different world. It survives not by being the strongest, but by being the most efficient. The story of Megatherium is a crucial lesson from our planet's past. It teaches us that our perception of the world is limited by our moment in time. It proves that in nature, deadly doesn't always mean fast. Sometimes it comes from sheer, unstoppable presence.